Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final frontier of the first zonal final from Eastern India. Before we move any further, we'll take a look at where the teams stand. Crucible Quotient reads as follows. A battle far from over as we move to the next frontier. Time to think cryptic. Here it comes. +10 if you get it right, -5 if you get it wrong. Lateral thinking or cryptic thinking is the order of the day. 4 questions common to the 6 teams on stage. Here's the first one. Take a look at this one.
इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद जब राजे महाराजे चले गए, हमारे जितने गुणी लोग थे उन लोग को बहुत मुसीबत हो गया. You know all that.
Oh, they're taking a shot as pioneers and partners. Go ahead. Binaka Geetmala, -5 to you. Philips provided the technology. Devashish Bhattacharya created that famous yin-yang sort of logo for Doordarshan. The soap opera Mughal Sabido created the longest running version that we've all grown up with, Hum Log. Here's the next one. Teams on the buzzer, on your screen. Go ahead.
Amritanjan.
Vizag Steel are perfect. Put your hands together. Lovely answer here today. Remarkable 10-pointer on that effort. Here's the next one. Teams on the buzzer. Here it comes.
An idea, a big idea. Of something you wanted to get over before you started?
No.
What about the first section of the...
Pioneers and partners are taking their chances.
Campbell soup.
Lawyers are good. Put your hands together on that answer. You'll get a 10-pointer as we move to the final one on your screens. Here it comes. It's gone for it is Rekit Ben Kaiser.
Is this Carl Zeiss as in the lens?
Is this?
Carl Zeiss, Z-E-I-S-S, as in the Zeiss lens for cameras and all.
-5 to you. In retrospect, the teams would certainly believe this wasn't all that difficult. The answer, Apple from the famous 1984 ad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just one round remaining here today. Teams thinking well on the cryptic frontier, but now it's time to think rapid. The final frontier. Who's going to be the second team seems to be the question as we think rapid. Here it comes. On the final frontier of this game, you will get 3 questions common to the 6 teams on stage. What you will get on your screen is a clue and 60 seconds of time to crack that. Below the clue, you will get a set of boxes which represents the number of letters in the answer. At the stroke of 30 seconds, you will get a second clue. No letters will appear in the boxes. The boxes will remain empty for the entire 1 minute. But at the stroke of 30 seconds, you will get a second clue, which is for the same answer. The points do not reduce. It's 15 points on the first clue, 15 points on the second clue, -10, the constant negative. As we move into the final frontier of our battle, 3 questions in all, 60 seconds of time. Teams really will have to think through aggressively. On our Titan timer, if all of you are ready, time starting now. Founded in 1873 when Mine Complex was bought in Spain from the Spanish government.
Rio Tinto, R-I-O-T-I-N-T-O.
Rio Tinto, and he is so confident that he is right. He is. 15 points to Rekit Ben Kaiser. 2 questions remaining. Rekit Ben Kaiser have quickly regained the ground that they lost. Question 2. Teams on the buzzer. 60 seconds starting now. Shared the 2009 Economics Nobel with Oliver Williamson for analysis of economic governance, especially the commons. This is a huge risk to take.
Elinor Ostrom, first woman to win Nobel Prize in Economics.
Elinor Ostrom, the first ever woman in the history of the world to win an economics Nobel. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Steele into the national final. Put your hands together. Quality answer. The final question will determine the fate of this quiz. 60 seconds of time, starting now. This index is named after someone from the Royal Forest in Nottinghamshire in England. HSBC have gone for it.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, as in the Robin Hood Index. HSBC are good on the indices. I recall them a few months ago cracking the hemline index to get into the final. Here today, the Robin Hood Index is perhaps too little, too late. They know that only too well. We'll take a look at the final scores here today. Two teams going into the national final from the Eastern Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move straight into congratulating the two teams which move into the national final from here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure and privilege to have amidst us here today the CEO and Managing Director of M Junction, Mr. Viresh Oberoi. Please join us on stage, sir.
Thanks, sir. It's wonderful to be here, both exhilarating as well as humbling. Exhilarating because of the fact that what you guys are doing here is something which is tremendous. It really is, and humbling because of the knowledge that I see around. And you kept saying Kolkata always comes forward, if not with the teams, the audience, and I saw this happening in front of my eyes. So it's really, really fantastic in terms of what you guys have been able to do, the platform that you've been able to create over the last 10 years, coming back to the city.
Champion moving into the national final as zonal runner-up here today. Let's hear a better applause for them. Come on, Kolkata, let's have a better applause. Well done, congratulations. At the end of the Eastern Zonal final here today, two teams going in as our first two national finalists. Isaac Steele, Rekit Benkaiser. That sets the stage for the next week, the South Zone final, which will also witness the national defending champion, Chennai Silk, taking strike. A week from now, we will be back with you. Till then, from me, Pig Brain, from all of us here at CNBC TV 18, you were watching Tata Crucible.
A knowledge initiative